Okay, Neil. So Matt Parrish has been named the new Salford Reds boss. I believe you've spoken to him on a few occasions. What are your first impressions?
I've been very impressed with Matt, to be honest with you. He has a very good reputation within the NRL. He's currently working with Ricky Stewart with the New South Wales Origin team. He'll be arriving at Salford in July, and everybody you speak to talks very highly of him. And I know that he greatly impressed the Salford bosses during the interview.
And what's his track record in the game?
He played for M.E.N. His father, Don, was one of the leading coaches in the NRL. When his playing career was over, he progressed into coaching. He significantly made his mark with the North Queensland Cowboys, with Graham Murray and Ian Millward, of course. His friendship with Ricky Stewart goes back to the time from the Australian schoolboys rugby union team. As I said earlier, he's currently working with New South Wales and will be arriving next month. But when you speak to people within Australia, he is held in very high esteem and has a good reputation for being very much a player's coach.
I mean, you mentioned the players there. You've obviously followed Salford every step of the way so far this season. What do you think the players will make of his appointment?
Well, for starters, I know the players are mighty glad that the thing is out in the open and the issue is settled. They finally know who the new coach is, when he will be arriving, and what his intentions and ambitions are. In the meantime, according to Parrish, he's following the fortunes of Salford on Manchester Online, studying tapes, keeping in regular contact with Phil Vevers, the acting coach, and obviously the football director, Steve Sims.
Great stuff. And you mentioned now he's coming later on in the year with Phil Vevers looking after things at the moment. How do you see the season playing out from here on in for Salford?
Well, Salford still have hopes of landing that final playoff position. That is the aim of the chairman, John Wilkinson. And I know that when you speak to Parrish, he wants Salford to win as many games as possible and to finish the season strongly. I think the fact that he has arrived in a month's time has given the players a boost. Speaking with Luke Adamson after the Wakefield game, he said the aim now is to get foundations in place, to keep progressing and to build towards the arrival of Parrish. But I must say that in the meantime, Phil Vevers has done an absolutely magnificent job as acting coach. He was very much left holding the baby with McRae and Malcolm Olker having gone, but in typical Australian style, he's knuckled down to it, he's got the best out of the players, and significantly, he has the backing of the dressing room.
Great stuff. And just finally, obviously, end of the season, there might be some players coming in, going out. What sort of squad do you think Parrish will eventually inherit?
Well, I think he'll work with a quality squad. I think he'll demand a quality squad. Two of his players that he worked with at the Cowboys, Ray Cashmere and Mark Henry, they are two players out of contract. I will be very surprised if they are not asked to stay because he knows the kind of player that they are. He already has the nucleus of a good squad. Obviously, he needs to make some tweaks and adjustments. I hope that the mistakes that were made at the start of this season by bringing in some players who were possibly a little over the hill is not repeated. But I do think there will be quality recruitment from Australia. And significantly, there's been a message on the wire that Andrew Ryan at Canterbury, who was chased last season, could look at England again. I do feel that all in all, Salford could well have a better squad next season, and I think that standards will probably rise under Parrish, who will demand total commitment and total professionalism from his players at all time.
Okay, Neil, that's great. Thank you very much.